Hello guys, this is YouTube channel Path and Lighter, and this video is regarding important government schemes. This is part first of 3 video series. This is important for this APFC exam and every exam you are going to give in 2016 or 2017. Almost in every exam you will get 2 to 3 questions from this section, and this is presented by me, Deepak Jaiswal. Now about me, I am Inspector since 2006, ranked 161 in APFC and joined as APFC Ahmedabad, that from which later resigned. Now coming to the schemes. The first scheme we are going through is Syama Prasad Mukherjee Rural Urban Mission. This means Rural Urban Mission, which will be launched to deliver integrated project based infrastructure in the rural areas. This means providing urban infrastructure in the rural areas. And scheme will also include development of economic activities and skill development. Preferred mode of delivery would be through PPP while using various scheme funds. PPP is public-private partnership. Based on the example of Gujarat that has demonstrated successfully the urban development model of urbanization of the rural areas, through which people living in the rural areas can get efficient civil infrastructure and associate service. So basically, Syama Prasad Mukherjee Urban Mission is a mission for village to provide urban infrastructure in rural areas. Now coming to one rank one pension scheme. It is one pension scheme for all military personnel. The scheme which will ensure that the soldiers of the same rank and also the same length of service will get the same pension irrespective of their retirement date. So basically one rank one pension scheme is based on this thing. Now launch of this scheme is expected to push up the defense expenditure of the centers by a record 40%. Now why it is being demanded? Anyone can ask, because it's a hot issue. So why it is being demanded? Civilian employees retired at 60, while military personnel retire much earlier based on ranks when family liability is maximum, and also second option for career is impossible. Most of the officers retire at early 50s. Terms and conditions of military service is much tougher than civilian employees. Soldiers undergo hardships, postings with risk of life and restriction towards fundamental rights. Successive pay commissions have widened the gap between veterans who have retired earlier and those who retire later. So these 4-5 points are the things why they are demanding one rank one pension scheme. Even if it not comes in the examination in interview portion, anyone can ask you. Now coming to AMRUT. This AMRUT is Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. To recast the country's urban landscape, the center has given nod to this AMRUT. This we can say is a new form of JNNURM, Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewal Mission, with an outlay of 50,000 crore rupees. Under this mission, 10% of the budget allocation will be given to states and union territories as incentives based on the achievement of reforms during the previous year. AMRUT, which seeks to lay a foundation to enable cities and towns to eventually grow into smart cities. So basically, AMRUT is a program of government to enable cities and towns to convert it into a smart cities, which will be implemented in 500 locations with a population of 1 lakh and above. States will only submit their state annual action plans to the center for broad concurrence, based on which funds will be released. But in a significant departure from JNNURM, the central government will not appraise individual projects. Now AMRUT adopts a project-based approach to ensure basic infrastructure services relating to water supply, sewerage, stormwater, drains, transportation and development of green spaces and parks, with special provision for meeting the needs of children. Center will provide 50% of project cost for cities and towns with a population of up to 10 lakhs and 1/3 of the project cost for those with a population of above 10 lakhs. Now coming to Sagarmala project. It is a project launched for the comprehensive port-led economic development through development of vibrant coastal communities. So Sagar Mala, as we see, is sea, and Mala is garland, to Sagar Mala. So this is for development of coastal communities. The Sagar Mala project seeks to develop a string of ports around India's coast. The prime objective of the Sagar Mala project is to promote port-led direct and indirect development and to provide infrastructure to transport goods to and from ports quickly, efficiently and cost effectively. The Sagarmala project shall aim to develop access to new development regions with intermodal solutions and promotion of the optimum modal split, enhanced connectivity with main economic centers and beyond through expansion of rail, inland water, coastal and road services. This is basically a counterbalancing China's string of pearls theory. China's string of pearls aims to surround India by developing ports in neighbor countries and later converting them into military base. Setting up of some 10 coastal, under this scheme there is setting up of some 10 coastal economic regions which will be the focal point for economic development along India's vast coastline of over 7,000 km. The Sagarmala will address challenges by focusing on three pillars of development. Basically, three pillars of development, namely supporting and enabling port-led development through appropriate policy and institutional interventions, and providing for an institutional framework for ensuring interagency and ministries, departments or states collaboration for integrated development. Second is port infrastructure enhancement, including modernization and setting up of new ports. And third is effective evacuation to and from the hinterland. Now there are some other projects on sea. The first is Project Setu Samudram. This project is to link Pak Bay with Gulf of Mannar and facilitate maritime trade through it. Steps taken in the shipping ministry. The first is shipping ministry formed new committee to set up two major ports. The first one is Sagar at West Bengal. The second is Dugrajpatnam at Andhra Pradesh. Established Indian Maritime University at Chennai with campuses in Kochi, Kandla, Kolkata, Mumbai to address the manpower issue. So this is important. 100% FDI permitted for port development projects. Automatic route, that through with automatic route along with reliefs in income tax for such investors. 12 financial plan aims 5-year plans aims to aid approximately 2500 MTPA port capacity. PPP projects approved at Mumbai, Ennore, Kandla and Kolkata ports on DBFOT basis. What is DBFOT? DBFOT design, build, finance, operate and transfer basis. So on this basis PPP projects are approved. Now coming to other things regarding this shipping, Ford signed a MOU to export the cars from Chennai plant via Ennore port for next 10 years. Tadadi at Tadadi, Karnataka, there is a proposal to set up a new greenfield seaport. Fourth container terminal at Jawaharlal Nehru Port at Mumbai. Automatic identification system and vessel traffic management system in all the ports. A statutory body, DG Shipping, to implement Merchant Shipping Act and perform regulatory functions like DGCA in aviation sector. Like DGCA is a regulatory body in aviation sector, similarly it is proposed that DG Shipping should act like this in shipping industry. Now there is formation of a National Sagarmala Apex Committee for overall policy guidance and high-level coordination and to review various aspects of planning and implementation of the plan and projects. An SSC shall be chaired by the Minister in charge of shipping with cabinet ministers from stakeholder ministries and CM of ports of maritime states as members. Jalmarg Vikas project was launched for the promotion of transportation and inland waterways down the Ganga, Allahabad to Haldia. This is National Waterway 1. Allahabad to Haldia is National Waterway 1. MOU signed with Iran for the development of the Chhabar port. This is important. And access to Afghanistan and Central Asian states through this port. Growth rate of cargo throughout the ports to be doubled from 4% to 8%. Now coming to Bharatmala project. This is a road built along India's vast west to east land border, that is from Gujarat to Mizoram, at a cost of around 14,000 crore, and linking that to a road network in coastal states from Maharashtra to Bengal. This is a road network that will garland the territory of India, hence the name Bharatmala project. Now the government hopes to finish the project in 5 years. The project will start from Gujarat and Rajasthan, then move to Punjab, and then cover the entire string of Himalayan states, that is J&K, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and then portions of borders of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar alongside Tarai, and move to Sikkim, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, and right up to the Indo-Myanmar border in Manipur and Mizoram. Strategic component. India's attempted answer to improve reach and connectivity in border areas, right across a large part of which lies China's impressive road infrastructure. So this is basically to counterbalance China's infrastructure in the border areas. Now this will help in supply to India's troops as well as military transport, which currently happens through poor quality roads. Economic component. Borders will open up and border trade will start, and therefore it's India's interest to massively upgrade its border roads infrastructure. Now coming to some operations conducted by our army. Operation Matri. In this, 15,500 Indians and 170 foreign nationals evacuated from 33 countries in Nepal earthquake. Operation Rahat rescued 4,700 Indians and 1,900 foreign nationals from 48 countries in Yemen. Gyan Yog, science, technology and innovation. First country to succeed in Mars mission in the first attempt. Successful experimental flight of the next generation launch vehicle and testing of the indigenous cryogenic engine technologies. Gagan, Indian satellite-based navigation services for civil aviation operationalized. India is the third country in the world. So this is all it for the first video. Subscribe to this channel for free education. Promote it among friends. For any queries, there will be 2 more videos on this topic. Thank you.